Okay, for number 5, it says suppose x, y, and z are three real numbers such that 3x, 4y, 5z is a geometric sequence, and 1 over x, 1 over y, 1 over z is an arithmetic sequence. They want me to find the value of xz over zx, right? So I'm going to go to the whiteboard, and I'm going to write down what they said. It's number 5, and they said that x, y, and z are real numbers. They did say that. What else did they say? They said 3x, 4y, 5z is geometric. All right, if it's geometric, they have common ratios. So none of these terms are 0, by the way. So let's just do the common ratio. And I'm going to say 4y over 3x should be identical to 5z over 4y. They have common ratios. What does this give me? 16y squared. That's going to be 15xz. I'm going to solve for the square, by the way. So y squared is equal to 15xz over 16. All right? Now that really doesn't answer their question, but, you know, I'll get there. I'm going to write the next fact down they told me. And they told me that 1 over x, 1 over y, and 1 over z was arithmetic. Now, what does that mean? They have a common difference. So that means 1 over y minus 1 over x will be the same thing as 1 over z minus 1 over y. I'm going to kind of rearrange that too. And it's just I got this one with y on one side. I'll do the same thing. So I got 2 over y equals 1 over z plus 1 over x. 2 over y, common denominator, xz, and it would be x plus z now. All right, so what do they want? And I got two things down here. I don't think they want either one of those things over here. What do they want to know? They want to know what x over z plus z over x is. And I don't know that yet. But I'm going to point out that maybe this thing and this thing will lead to this over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a y squared out of this guy over here. So I'm going to put this as y over 2 is equal to xz over x plus z. All right? And then I'm going to write down y is equal to 2xz over x plus z. All right? And I'm going to square both sides of that now. What do you get? You get y squared equals, oops, not 2. It's going to be, I'm squaring, right? Let me get my thing out again. I'm squaring, right? So it's 4 x squared z squared. I'm squaring it. The bottom is x squared plus 2xz plus z squared. Again, I'm still not seeing it, but I'm going to keep writing it down. So what's y squared equal to? 15 xz over 16 is equal to, and this is a good direction to go in because really this has no y in it, and now I have no y in this either. Again, I'm still not seeing it. So what I want to do is kind of reduce things around. And let's see, 16 times 4 is 64, right? I want to point out, maybe I should tell you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these two things now. So I multiply both sides by 16. I'm also going to multiply both sides, divide both sides by this. And you just get xz now. Again, x and z can't be 0. And then I see 15 this is a 1 now, dividing both sides by 15, x squared plus 2xz plus z squared, and that equals 1. So I'm going to keep rewriting it. I'm going to say, well, 15 over 64 is equal to xz, and then you're going to get x squared plus 2xz plus z squared. I'm getting closer. I'm getting sort of like this over here, but I'm realizing I got to get this thing written in terms of, multiple fractions. I'm going to take the reciprocal of both sides now. So 64 15ths is equal to x squared plus 2xz. This is going to allow me to break it into several fractions, by the way. Let's put this down. 64 over 15 equals x squared over xz plus 2xz over xz plus z squared over xz. I'm getting closer. 64 15ths equals, this will be x over z, this will be 2, this will be z over x. I want to point out what they wanted to know, though. They wanted to know this over here, x over z and z over x. They want to know that. What's that sum? All they got to do is take 2 from both sides now. So 64 over 15 minus 2 would be the same thing as x over z minus z over x. Let me make sure that's what they asked for. X over z minus z over x. Whoops, bless them, sorry about that. They did ask for that, and we got it. Let me just reduce that. Column that would be 15. You get 64 minus 30, which is 34. So the answer is 34 15ths, and we're done. Thank you.